Oh. This must be quite the mission. Gotcha. So, this tesseract that you speak of, is this a time-sensitive case, or better safe than sorry? No, I'm with you on that, but the same goes for your injury. Your knee's swollen like a bowling ball. Yeah, no, I suggest you lay down for a little bit. I have some really good healing agents. I mean, when you're out here in the middle of nowhere, you get quite a bit of time on your hands to whip up concoctions like this, so no, I can assure you this is the good shit. Why did I save you? Well, sometimes people have a change of heart. Yeah, don't look too deep into it, kid. I'm not expecting anything out of you. Sometimes people just get a little lonely. But I digress. Here, prop up your leg over here. I'm gonna put on some new bandages. But while I do this, do tell me, what's a guy like you running around with a Class A weapon? Yeah, I saw that dagger. Well, of course I was gonna strip you of all your weapons when I brought you in. So how'd a guy like you get something like that? I didn't notice any emblems or insignias on any of your clothing. That's because it's covert ops. Makes sense, but still doesn't explain how you got the weapon. You must be of high rank. Gotcha. Well, that is quite impressive. I mean, yeah, I myself have a couple Class A weapons. Definitely some aren't originally of my possession, but I brought a couple with me from back when I lived in the kingdom. Yeah, so you're proficient with daggers and other projectiles, I assume. And the blade. How come you didn't bring one with you? It'll weigh you down. So I'm guessing you used a broadsword then. Definitely no wodaos. Yeah. I like your style. Quite flexible. But let me tell you one thing about these weapons. Part of the reason why I left the kingdom is because of them. You know the saying, an eye for an eye makes the whole world go blind. But I understand you are on your own little hitman mission, if you will. Yeah, to receive your artifact. I'm sure your motives are different from mine, but I do urge you to take a second while you're still kicking up your feet. Give life a little bit of a thought. It's not bad. You know, everyone is so fixated on the whole thought about making 6 digits. You know, that's such an arbitrary number. You know, people fail to forget that you can make quite the living off of much less. I mean, besides the point, one of my main points of argument is that, say if you go out for dinner every night, you're gonna want to get the best of the best, right? Especially if you have the income. But doesn't that take away some of the luster? I'd much rather work for my food. I'd much rather work for my luxuries. I mean, you definitely have to as a king. You definitely have to as, anyone that high up. You have to work for your bread. But I couldn't live my life doing something that I hate. Not day in and day out. There's no paycheck, no price point for your sanity. Anyways, here's your slightly botched bandage job. I haven't done this on another person in a while. Don't get too many visitors out here. Again, it's nothing. You don't have to repay me anything. Best I can do for you, though, is get you out by early morning tomorrow. You need at least one more night's rest. But, while we wait for the medicine to settle in, I'll make you some porridge. Yeah, believe it or not, we got meat, so I encourage you to eat up while you can. You got a big day ahead of you. And I assume wherever this tesseract is, you've got a lot more walking. I must say, I am quite impressed with the fact that you've made it out this far. Our kingdom definitely is quite